Hey guys, welcome to the walkthrough video for the first rec team comp of the season. We're all super excited. It has 8 obstacles and 11 possible points, so some of the obstacles are 2-point obstacles, and I'll make sure to explain all the rules so you know what you're doing. Okay, obstacle number 1, you have this trapeze bar, a 90-degree turn, and then you're landing on the vault box. So I'm going to demo. First point is literally when you just touch that trapeze bar. It can be with your hand, with your foot, whatever. So if I'm swinging and I kick it, I can come back. I already have my first point on this obstacle. So to get both points, you're going to get a swing, transfer, and then you're going to land on this vault box. You get hands and feet just like this. So that would be the completion of the first obstacle. Do not step on the ground because this is also the starting platform for the next obstacle. So if I'm here and I step on the ground, I get that point, but I do not get the point for the next obstacle. So make sure you don't step on the ground. Next obstacle, you get hands and feet across the sonic curve, just like this. And I'm not done yet. I'm done when I get to this circle pad right here. That's my next point for this obstacle. Next obstacle, we have some buckets on the balance beam. Super important thing. You are not allowed to use the actual balance beam. If you use the balance beam, that's a fall on this obstacle. So you have to walk across the buckets themselves. We may have an extra bucket here on comp day to make it a little easier. Where you're walking across the buckets just like that. They wobble a little bit, but it's not too bad. Next obstacle is the rock wall, but you can only use the holds that are taped off on your hands. Feet can go wherever you want. So no rules for feet. Hands have to go on a taped off hold. If you're reaching for a hold that's not taped off, you touch it, I'll be like, okay, here's your warning. Take your hand off. If you don't, I'll have to count it as a fall. So just make sure you're watching where you put your hands. So you're just gonna work your way all the way across. You get your first point when you either touch this red hold or get your whole body past it. Just like this. So I already have my first point. I'm going to go all the way across. And I finish when I touch this hold right here. So even if I brush it with my hand, it's all good, as long as you touch it with your hand. So that's 2 points for this obstacle. Next obstacle is this wobble board balance. You can use these wobble boards, you can use the steps. It is hands and feet, but I would not recommend using your hands on the wobble boards. They're not actually going to tilt as much because they're kind of wedged in between these mats, so they're not going to be as hard as they are in practice. So just like this, I'm going to do the same exact thing here, and I'm not done yet. I get my point when I go into the blue. So do not go on this step and then step on the ground. Make sure you go to blue. All right, next obstacle, you get monkey bars, and you get this pad. We're going to have a pad that helps you get up on comp day. For now, I'm just going to climb up. The way this works, you get hands on monkey bars, feet on the roller. Now, a ton of you guys are super good at monkey bars, but you get the point when you get the roller past that mat. And it'll be marked off super clear on comp day. So here's a demo. You're going to use your hands, roll it across. I haven't gotten my point yet, but once I get it past that little crack in the mats, I can drop out of that point. And I'll be super clear on comp day. I'll tell you clear. Don't drop before I say that. Once I say clear, you should be all good to go. Then you're walking over here. This is another 2-point obstacle. Your first point is when you touch that top ring on this side on the way up. Second point is when you get to the U-block. So you can go just like this. Once you get over, you cannot use these rings. You have to use the claws on them. Just like that. If you want to use this ring at all, you have to transfer the claw down to it. So I'd recommend building up a swing and then just dismounting, because these last 3 rings, you cannot actually use the ring itself. All right, last obstacle, the 8-foot warped wall. You're gonna run, and I'm gonna stop the time once you get all limbs over the top. If you're sitting like this, looking at me, I can't give you the point. Make sure you get your whole body over. All right, that's the course. Super excited to see you guys compete.